I want to share a personal experience with you. After viewing my videos, one of my subscribers contacted me yesterday. To protect their identity and privacy, I am not exposing the screenshot. She told me that her daughter is very worried after her birthday. She explained to me that her daughter posted a photo on her Facebook wall on her birthday. The photo was lovely. It got hundreds of likes. However, one of the comments hurt her. The comment was inappropriate. I'm not posting it here. Let me only tell you that the comment had to do with her dressing. After seeing the comment, the doctor approached her dad with tearful eyes. Her dad got mad after hearing the story, which resulted in a family feud and court cases. This is not a unique case. Most of us might know similar incidents from our life or from our neighboring places. Such incidents demand that we should educate our children on safe social networking. This video offers some tips for parents to educate their children on safe social networking. If you like this video, please share this with your children. I believe that Christian parents should let their children use social media. However, we should supervise them and guide them use social media responsibly. We have access to far more people in the digital world than in our physical neighborhood. We should be using our social media presence and influence to engage our world with truth, hope, and the good news of Jesus Christ. In fact, with social media, we can think of the entire world as our neighbor. Most churches have websites and good tools for disseminating information. But social media stories, pictures, and observations connect more strongly with more people. I believe that it is better to think twice or thrice before posting. Two simple questions might help us. Is it loving? And does it further or hinder the gospel? This can be applied to many other fields of life quite easily. But in this case, we as Christians really need to think before we post a status update, photo, or comment. This doesn't mean that every post needs to be a Bible verse or a deep and meaningful reflection. Rather, each post should reflect God's love for us, His image bearers. Therefore, our post should contain family friendly content only. No post can contain content unsuitable for viewing by children. This policy prohibits cursing, posting of adult or disturbing images and videos, any text descriptions of obscene or adult acts or material, and any posts that include links to pages containing such contents. Users should refrain from personal attacks and hate speech, including but not limited to attacking or calling into question the faith of an individual or group. Similarly, no post should contain threats or descriptive acts of violence towards other users or individuals. Much the same as we post, the things we like or the people pages we follow on social networking sites reveal our attitudes and convictions to those around us. Again, ask yourself, is it loving and does it further or hinder the gospel? We must be constantly thinking of the effects our social media use has on the spread of the gospel before we like or follow. Social media should never be a place to grumble or complain. The Apostle Paul says that we should do everything without complaining or arguing. And Jesus himself exhorts us to show God's love in our sinful world so that people might know we are his disciples. Keep it positive and loving. People will notice your outlook and see the effects of God's grace in your life. Dear friends, social media has become part of our life. Our children might be using multiple social media platforms. Therefore, it is better to educate them on safe social media practices. These tips will help parents guide their children to be responsible social media users. May God bless.